Hello, air signs. Happy March, happy Monday, happy Red Day. Today is a grand day. I am calling in Mother God and the angels and the galactics and the fairies and all beings that serve love to come in and bring messages for all of the air signs. All of these cards are jumping out again. Ooh, we got one. Today I'm reading from The Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reid. What a grand day. Remember, this is a reading, so feel free to take whatever resonates and leave whatever doesn't. Have an open heart and be open to receive any guidance. I am but a vessel for love to flow through. So, oh snap, too many cards. So we have one card so far. This is the energy. Come on, angels, we need two more cards. Please, angels. Oh, that's too many. Ooh, again, way too many. All of these messages. And we'll take the top and the bottom. Ooh, beautiful. So the first card that we pulled out today is the energy that is currently infecting our experience, which is beautiful. It's a time machine energy. Again, this is the first time I saw this card, so that's exciting. So let's see what's going on with the air signs. Time machine. Inherited patterns, conditioning, lessons already learned, cellular memory, honoring the past without being trapped there. We rely on stories we inherit from our ancestors, our families, our culture, and the world around us to construct a map of our reality. As we develop new stories in life, we build on those old foundations, repair them when we can, or tear them down to begin again. The best and most powerful traits and experiences of your ancestors are yours to integrate into your life so you don't have to revisit their hardships or rectify their mistakes. You have a magical map with which to navigate your current circumstances. Look to the past for answers now. Ask yourself, in this situation, what can I learn from those who came before me? What traits can I emulate in order to move through this challenge with wisdom? How can I build on what I already know and integrate this understanding? What might I do differently? Sometimes you walk blindly into traps set in the past. Perhaps you couldn't see that you were repeating a pattern until you were well in it. The best course of action here is to rest, practice self-compassion, and take a conscious choice to do something differently next time. Clarity will come. Remember that if you don't do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. That if you do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. History repeats itself only if you allow it. The most important thing is that you are becoming aware. You can make a different choice regarding how you respond to life right now. Yes, things can be awkward and uncomfortable as old hurts are revealed and new solutions are attempted. The time is right for change, so keep going. Every step is important. Allies will rally, but in the end, you are the one you've been searching for. One day you will remember how your beautiful new story was just around the corner. Time is an illusion and it all happens all at once, and the purpose of this path is getting to our grandest, getting to heaven, getting to the best experience that God has to offer us. And sometimes it's just allowing, taking a step back and allowing the situation to occur. If we've done the reflection on what could have went wrong, what we could have done differently, how we could have been more divine in different situations, how our actions could have reflected how we felt inside, how we could have fought for love in a bigger way. Next time the situation comes around, it will come around, it always does, if we have the choice to act differently, to do things differently. The advice from the angels is beautiful uncaging. Is the 14 card. The prison of guilt, a need for self-inventory, rigorous honesty, accountability, making amends. So it is taking accountability for all of these things. For all of these things, regrets maybe, if you want to call them. For missteps, for ways that we wish we could have done things differently. Say, all right, well, you know, I'm reflecting in the last week, and here, and here, I could have definitely been more loving. I could have been more compassionate. I could have been more understanding and accepting of others' experience. I could have allowed things to happen more organically and not tried to force things to be the way that I thought I wanted them to be, because we really have no idea. So it's really just uncage yourself, forgive yourself for all of these things, and focus on the solutions instead of the problems. Be ready, be aware of what's going on. And when that situation comes up and you're like, man, this seems oddly familiar, so how are you going to choose to do it differently? Into me I see. If you choose the different path, the road less traveled by, if you make the right choice in that moment to be grander and not just repeat the same behavior patterns that you did in the past that led you down a road of not changing that programming, make the choice, the higher road to love. Into me I see is what you will receive, which is the number 8. Intimacy, trust in another, dropping shields and rigid boundaries to allow connection, the willingness to be vulnerable. So a lot of times when we experience trauma, we have this huge resistance with sharing with other people because we feel, oh, you know, I don't want to be the victim. I don't want to bring other people into my situation. But in order to heal, we need to feel. And, you know, if we want people to understand us and where we're coming from and what we've experienced, then we need to share those experiences with others. So it's not being afraid to share those experiences, no matter how dark they may seem. I recall a moment where we were going over a lot of areas of sexual dysfunction in the RV, and we're all just sharing all of these stories, and this weight was lifted off of us. We could feel the energy shifting and things getting lighter because, you know, there is no blame. We are all contracted to experience certain things, so we can all learn from them together. It's a collective pool of experience for God. We're just in these vessels, giving her the full, broad picture of what the human experience is like. Sure, she has experienced everything in lifetime, but, you know, things are changing, and that's why we're here, we're here to be her foot soldiers, to experience these things, to help her see where humanity is at in a level, and to be able to see the room and growth for expansion. So she shows us how we can change our environment, how we can see deeper into the things that are going on around us, that we can flip it. And usually the things that we don't like the most about ourselves are our greatest gifts on the flip of it. So for me, I have struggled with taking so many things personally because, that's just the way it is. When you've been through a lot of trauma in your life, you tend to take it personally and just automatically assume that people are out to get you. But letting go of all those past circumstances and situations and knowing, okay, I serve love now and I'm going to attract love. I'm going to attract people and places and things that are going to enhance my reality. Instead of living in the past and just automatically making assumptions and having expectations that things are going to be the same that they always were. You got to get out of that, let go of it, let go of everything from the past and move forward. Not knowing, being cool with not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing what to expect, not knowing how people are going to react to the things that you say and do. At certain precious moments, you're called into a deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. A magic affinity arises with the kind of intimacy that in turn encourages a greater understanding of yourself. The relationship acts as a mirror, helping you see your own patterns. What it reflects about you can further your own personal evolution. Now is the time to take a risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change or heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more about another. Even if you cannot possibly know what it's truly like to be in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. This concept applies beyond romantic connection. What do the dynamics in your closest friendships, work relationships, and family say about you? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing. When predicated on honesty and caring, they have a great impact on how you contribute to the world. Intimate relationships hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more treasures than you might ever expect. If you can look into it, take a risk, and see everything as beautiful, even if it's in its imperfections, imagine how deep you could go. And it is seeing that. It's seeing the beauty in other people, seeing the mirror in other people, seeing how we're all the same, how we're all related. We all are struggling with the same programming and conditioning because we were all raised in the same planet, in the same experience, under the same programming and conditioning. So we hold compassion and we are open to receiving. So if someone is going to tell you a story about their life, at first you may have resistance and not understand how this has any sort of impact on who you are and what you're doing. Just listen. You'll be surprised at the little tidbits the angels send you. I've experienced this so many times when Mom tells her stories. It's not a direct story that I've experienced before, but there's always an underlying theme, a moral that we can let go of. So just listen, be receptive. Look at other people as an opportunity to see more things that we can learn about ourselves and about others. I love you so much, air signs. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste. See you later.